The ending of season 3 of Jujutsu Kaisen was so good, and I want to start by saying that I'm trying to build a community here on YouTube. Okay. I know my English isn't that great, but I'll give my best.
These 4 players were such monsters that after wiping out the rest of the colony, they ended up stalemating in a situation that would famously become known as the 4-way deadlock. However, on November 12th, 11:28 AM, a new player entered the colony all alone, and the deadlock was broken.
So I want to say that I'm extremely grateful to the staff of this episode for the work they put in, because let's be honest, every single frame of this episode feels so unique. I mean, just look at this scene where Uro grabs Yuta. Every single frame looks so good. The people from MAPPA absolutely cooked with this one, and I know I'm glazing them too much, but anyway. What really surprised me was Yuta's kindness. At the beginning of the episode, we can see Yuta helping other people, even though that slows him down on his path of reaching 400 points. Also, the fact that Yuta tries to hide his abilities throughout the entire fight is really impressive. Because if you think about it, in a fight, you're supposed to go all out to make sure you survive. But he chooses to hide his abilities. And at the same time, the dialogue between Uro and Yuta has a deeper meaning. Yuta asks Uro if she doesn't have any friends or anyone she cares about, and she is shocked by that question. In simple terms, Yuta basically said something like this: you're broke, you're chopped, and you're already dead. She used it to be a slave of the Fujiwara clan, and when she was finally given a name, she believed that her life had a meaning. But shortly after, she was executed, which proved to her that she was nothing more than a tool for talented people. Uro's hatred toward Yuta came from the fact that he was gifted from a young age and always had people supporting him, like Gojo. When Uro realized everything, she attacks Yuta because she had to fight her entire life just to survive one day. That's why to her, the lives of others don't mean anything. Speaking of weird characters, Ryu is definitely not missing from this episode, and I know that at first a lot of people probably thought it was Josuke, somehow reincarnated here after Pucci reset the universe, but anyway. The fight between Yuta and Ryu was absolute cinema. There was so much pressure between them. Even though that Yuta could have defeated Ryu faster, he looked into his eyes and decided to fight him in his own style. And for the first time in history, Yuta actually smiled during a fight. Ryu believed that only Yuta could satisfy his desire for battle in that moment. He was one of the strongest sorcerers of his era, even though that we don't really know how he died. Maybe he encountered Kenjaku, or maybe it was something else entirely. The way Yuta defeated Ryu show us just how quickly he can adapt in a high pressure situation, and it honestly reminds me of the fight between Sukuna and Mahoraga. And I saved for the last time the moment when Ryu fires at Yuta, but he barely managed to dodge it. A lot of fans say that the animation looks bad, but just think about it, how hard it is to animate in 3D at such insane speed. In conclusion, this episode was by far the best in the entire anime, and MAPPA definitely gave it everything they had. The glazing for this anime is insane, and honestly I can't wait for the fight between Gojo and Sukuna. In the future, I've got a lot of more ideas about all kinds of anime, and I hope you enjoyed this video. This was just my opinion. Until next time, take care.